What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and I'm finally back, and people have been reaching out. I will talk about that in another video, so that's besides the point. The point is that I'm back. I'm ready to create some content, and today what I wanted to do is give you guys an update on my Walmart automated store. So as many of you know, I signed up for this quite some time ago, and today we're going to see the big update and see what it's doing, what I've had to do with it, and literally where it's going. So I think this is super exciting. At least I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited that I'm back. As I said, I will reveal that in another video, but let's go and do this. All right, so here we are in the back end of my Walmart store, and as you can see, I've got the back end nice, neat, pulled up, and I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. I was showing you guys one of the pieces of software that we use, which I will get into another video. So the questions for Walmart are ridiculous. I get them every single day. Keep them coming. I will put my email address down below just in case you need help setting this up for yourself, and or you need my reviews of the teams that I've actually used to do this. So I'm going to pull up a store right here that I have that's been going for about 4.5 months. And this store is doing pretty well. As you can see, the overall performance here shows a total of 114.9K made in the store. And this brings me to the first big problem with Walmart stores is how much of that is profit, how much of that is actually revenue that you get, since it is a Walmart automation store, which for those of you that don't know what that means, it means that I'm not running it, somebody else is. Somebody else is sourcing the products, putting them in my Walmart store. Somebody else is fulfilling the orders through the use of my credit card, and somebody else is doing all the customer service on it. So what does that mean at the end of the day, Liz? Well, it means that I don't really have to do shit. Like, I have to manage the credit card, which even sometimes I fudge up, and they handle all the rest. That's what it truly means to have a Walmart automation store, and that is true passive income. So another big question that I always get is which one is better, Walmart versus Amazon? For that, I suggest you watch my video that I do have a link to somewhere around here that shows which one's better, Walmart versus Amazon. I think it's called This Beats Amazon. So why do I feel so confident in that, and why do I sing that to the top of my lungs, or sing that at the top of my lungs? Well, here's why. That is because on Amazon, there are currently 4 million sellers. And so you're competing with over 4 million people, including the Chinese, at selling your products and services on Amazon. And with Walmart, there's a significantly less amount of people. Like, how much people is that, Liz? Well, we're looking at on around 75,000 sellers. So huge, huge difference. But obviously, it takes a lot more to get into Walmart. So for Walmart, you do have to have a store. I have this back-end store here. And you do have to have a team, or you have to manage it yourself, which is a heck of a lot of work. Like I said, this one is automated. I recommend automation to anyone that can afford it. And even sometimes people think they can't afford it, they still can. So like I said, if you're interested in that type of setup, email me below and I can connect you with the people that I've found through my looking and through my experimentation, which I always cover in this channel. So in the next couple weeks, you're going to see some other stores that I've been experimenting with and how they're doing, and I will keep you guys up to date and in the loop with everything Walmart. So now we know my overall totals. Now we know the gist of what Walmart is. Let's get into how much is this come down to month to month. And so I'm going to pull up the last 30 days and we can see what I've done in the last 30 days. And then we can figure out what my team said I did in the last 30 days, so we can kind of figure out what's going on here. So in general, here is the last 30 days. You can see that I did $34.7 thousand. And if I pull up the totals on this store in general, here they are, and the last 30 days would be May, which almost matches this $37,000 here, $5,500 in Walmart fees. What was charged to my credit card? A total of $21,008.90. So that's what had to be available on my credit card. Keep in mind, Walmart pays every 2 weeks, so I technically had to have on or around 11K just to be able to afford all this merchandise that's being bought and sold. And the total net profit, according to my team, is $10,503.38, yielding a 49.99% profit margin. Now, that might seem like a very high profit margin, but they have been slowly and incrementally building up this store. And I am building a piece of software that is able to tell me transaction by transaction line for all this. And again, this is one of the teams that I've tested, one of the teams that I use. Some of the other stores that we're currently experimenting with are on other teams. And so I will be sharing those results with you at a future date. But for now, what it looks like I'm collecting is $5,000 a month on autopilot as long as I manage this $21,000. And that's kind of sort of the way this works. So 34,700 over the past 30 days. And as you saw with that other spreadsheet, this is incrementally built up over time. You can see January 1499, February 7,000, March 21,000. April, it took a dive for the opposite direction. And that's primarily because of the team needed to learn how to scale and how to add more clients and be able to manage stores more effectively. So that's why that amount was significantly lower in April. And then May, boom, it just exploded. I had the best month ever. And what it looks like is going to be happening from this point forward is this will gradually be growing up until the point that I get a profit of at least 10K. So that'll mean an overall net profit for the month of 20,000, which I'll split with the team 50-50. This store did start out with a 50-50 split premise. Now, people might ask, can I get a bigger split, Liz? Absolutely, you can get a bigger split, but just understand you're going to have to pay the team a larger upfront fee. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that anything is possible, even if you don't have the entire capital to start this up. I do know people that are financing this as well. So right now, I'm looking to scale this by adding more stores and also helping people find the right service provider for them, which I will have a video on very soon. Is what should you be asking the Walmart automation service you are thinking of signing up for. So we're going to talk about all that and a heck of a lot more, including sourcing and all that other good stuff. Now, let's finish off this video by looking at what's going on with the last 7 days so we can get an idea as to how this store is growing, if it even is growing. And here we do have the 7-day totals of 10.2 thousand. Again, the final thing that I wanted to talk about, other than the fact that it's 10K in a week, so it's looking like it'll end up at about 44,000 for the 5th month, which I think that's what we're on. Let's take a look. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that really doesn't even count as one. It's kind of like we're about to go into the 5th month. So that doesn't count as one. It would have been 6 if it did count. So 10.2 thousand, looks like we'll finish at about 43,000 for the month. And the final question that a lot of people out there might be asking is, Liz, is it really 49% margin? Right now, that's what I'm looking at. On some of the other stores that I do have, the margin ranges from about 18% all the way on up to the 40-something%. And so it just depends on the store and the provider. And again, a big thing on all these stores is not just the upfront fee that you have to pay to sign up for them, but how much credit line do you have available, right? A lot of people have reached out to me and said, Liz, I don't really have a credit card with that much credit available. Can this still work for me if I have $10,000? The answer to that is yes. You just have to make sure to work with a team that's well aware that you have a certain amount of credit line available. And or if not, then I can always connect you with somebody that can help provide the financing. And that includes the credit lines required to run this. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, this store will grow as high as your credit amount allows for. So in the future, I will show techniques on how to get more credit available to you and how you can make this grow. And I've seen people start with credit lines as low as a couple $1,000s on the way on up to $10 million available. And simply what that means is as a store gradually grows, they can scale up to that amount. And as you see, the sky is the limit, $10 million in available credit. So again, get below in the comments. Let me know what else you would like to learn about Walmart dropshipping automation, as not only have I started to purchase a bunch of services to test out, but I'm also getting my hands dirty and kind of learning it the hard way. So I've been getting my hands dirty for quite some time, and I will very soon be revealing all the things that I've managed to learn, not only from other providers, but as well as the VAs that are on my team that are starting to manage some of the stores that I'm currently building out. So you get to learn all that I've learned from my connections and a heck of a lot more. So I'm fired up for all this Walmart stuff. Let me know below what you would like to learn, and let me know if you have any questions regarding any third-party service providers that you found or you have questions about. So I am fired up to be back. I hope you guys are fired up. I'm back. I'll see you soon.